friends, welcome back to my channel. So as in my previous video I already told you that from next video onwards, that is from this today's video, we are going to begin with our new chapter. So our new chapter is subsidiary books. In this chapter we are going to learn about different types of subsidiary books used for recording all the transactions other than journal, and why subsidiary books are maintained, how it is important. All these things we are going to learn in this today's video. And after all this theory part is covered, we are going to take an example, that is one simple example and one difficult one. But before that, you need to understand all the theory which is related to your practical examples. That is why before getting to the example videos which we will get to know in my previous videos, you need to understand what is subsidiary books, why they are maintained. Now subsidiary books, we maintain it because journal cannot record all types of transactions. Since journalizing all the transaction is a universal bookkeeping system, but it is appropriate for only small business that is operated by small traders, not for large, because some transactions are repetitive and very large transactions that happen on daily basis. So journal is not that book or that document which is used for daily transactions. Now why journal cannot be used? Because some transactions, like if you are purchasing any goods on daily basis, you cannot write it you cannot write down it continuously in journal. That is why subsidiary books are maintained. Now how they are maintained? Special journals are created through this. That is, separate books are maintained in subsidiary books. Like if you are purchasing goods on credit, then purchase book is maintained. If you are selling goods on credit, then sales book is maintained. If any returning of goods is taking place, then purchase return or sales book is maintained, sales return book. So all these documents are maintained in subsidiary books. These are called as, in short, subsidiary books. All these books I mentioned in this. Now how we can use the subsidiary books? Depending on the nature of the transactions. If it is a purchase transaction, then you have to maintain the purchase. So these transactions which take on a daily basis, frequently takes place, this subsidiary books are maintained for that. Journal is a document used that is also a very important document, but you cannot use it on a daily basis. Now you must have got question, what are subsidiary books? What is the meaning of subsidiary books? So subdivision of journal is known as subsidiary books. Now why this subdivision is done? It is a book that separates all the transactions depending upon their nature and number of like how big is the transaction. On that basis the books are divided. So that division is called as subsidiary books. Now if only journal cannot help you to recognize all types of transactions, and even a single clerk cannot maintain all these transactions or memorize it or remember it for a long time. So that is why these subsidiary books are maintained for our assistance to understand what type of transactions are these and how many times they are taking place in a business or any small concern. That is why these subsidiary books are maintained. Now subsidiary books are also called as original entry or a prime entry. Now why? Because whenever a transaction takes place, it is firstly recorded in a subsidiary books, and then they are recorded to their respective accounts in ledger. So these books are also called as day books. Why day books? Because in these books, on daily basis, which transactions are taking place, they are recorded in subsidiary books. That is why they are also called as day books. Now, why it is important to maintain subsidiary books? Need of maintaining subsidiary books. First is division of work. Now, since work is recording of all the transactions is divided in subsidiary books, so different clerks are assigned these recording of transactions, so work is distributed and hence it leads to proper recording of transactions. Second, your time is saved and thus it is economical. How your time is saved? Since all the clerks are doing the same work, that is they are assigned with the same work, so your time is saved and it is economical, that is it is not costly. Third, what it does, it helps you in future reference, gives you correct information. Like if you want any reference of transaction, like if you want a reference of any purchase transaction through subsidiary books, it is very easy for you to get that transaction at the moment you need it. Correctness of transaction, it in this what it does, it will give you the appropriate information of a particular transaction which you need. In journal you will not get an idea what type of transaction is recorded. If only one purchase transaction is recorded for all the transactions that are taking place in daily basis, it gets very difficult for you to understand with which traders or with which dealers you have dealt with in purchasing the goods. So in journal you will not get that correctness of records or any purchase related transaction. So in subsidiary books, that drawback is recovered through subsidiary books. So you will get the correct information in this and it will help you in future reference for adopting any transaction that you need to find it through this subsidiary books. Now what it does, it also helps you prevent fraud. How? Since all the transactions are recorded in a chronological manner, like if purchase transactions are taking place, so in purchase book all the transactions are recorded, though it may be any seller, any dealer, but all the transactions related to purchases, they are recorded in purchase book, so that all transactions relating to the nature of the transactions, they are recorded in these books in a chronological manner, so no fraud will happen. How frauds are happening? Look, if you are purchasing goods from one seller and the same goods you are purchasing from other seller, what the businessman will do, if he is a corrupt businessman, what he will do, he will mix that and will give you the wrong information, so you will not understand it which is the right amount of goods you have sold to that businessman or what you have actually purchased from him. So in this, all these frauds are eliminated. So this is how you can maintain your reality of the transactions. These frauds are prevented through subsidiary books. So that is why we have to maintain all these subsidiary books. All these are the importance of subsidiary books. Now, since this is the topic subsidiary books, there are types of subsidiary books. So what are the types of subsidiary books? First is cash or bank transactions. Other is credit purchase, that is credit transactions of purchase. Third is bill transactions, and fourth is residuary or other transactions. Now again they are divided. How they are divided? Through books. Which books are maintained under these transactions? Now in first cash or bank transactions, cash book and petty cash book is maintained. In credit transactions of purchase, four types of books are maintained. First is purchase book, second is sales book, third is purchase return book, and fourth is sales return book. In third transaction, that is bills transaction, two types of books are maintained. First is bills receivable book and other is bills payable book. And in residuary or other transactions, journal proper is maintained. Now in this last transaction in journal book, what type of transactions are maintained? All the transactions that do not have their separate book, that is, if purchase transaction is taking place, it has its separate book, that is purchase book. So the transactions which are not having their separate book, they are recorded in this journal proper. So that is called as journal proper. So that is the end of our primary part of theory, that is just small part of theory we have completed in this today's video. In next video we are going to learn about cash book and its types. What are the types of cash book, how many cash books are actually maintained. In next video we will see that, so stay tuned for that video, and afterwards we will get to solve the example. So if you like this today's video, then hit that like button, share with your friends, with your classmates, all these theory part, all my other previous videos, and subscribe to my channel if you are new. Click that bell icon to get all the new notifications of my video, and comment down your suggestions, your complaints. I will definitely try to solve it. Till then, goodbye.